Welcome to Floating Leaves Tea Podcast. I'm
Hi.
Shiuwen.
I'm John.
So nice to have you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Thank you. Yeah, and on the background there's Noah.
Hi. Back over there.
He's taking care of the cameras and the technical part of recording. This is actually our so-called season
Season 2.
2.
All right.
This season, we are going to dedicate the whole season in tea brewing. But what can help tea brewing is actually tea drinking. I truly believe these two go side by side because when one knows to taste tea deeper and deeper, I think it will inspire or challenge the tea drinker to want to call out certain things. But how do you call out certain things in tea? It's only when you can taste it.
Right.
To find the nuances in tea to be able to do it, right? So today, I think in the session, we are going to focus this specific session on, in a way for me, it's kind of like reviewing. I'm not sure if you remember reviewing our tea tasting fundamentals, like those criteria. But to keep it even simpler, I'm going to just make you focus above the throat.
Great.
Throat, mouth, pretty much. A little bit scent, that's it. And
Okay.
don't worry about, I can sense the tea in my body. It's okay. We are not even going to get there today. Okay?
Good.
Cool. So today, I'm going to brew 2 lightly oxidized oolongs. And at this moment, I'm not going to tell you which tea.
All right.
And also, don't worry if in the end you don't know which tea is which tea. I think the thing I want to do with you today is to let you honestly tell me what you are tasting.
Okay.
Yeah. And both are lightly oxidized oolongs, just to be fair to compare the teas. So let's
Cool.
begin. So tea number 1. And don't worry about it. I will help you to focus on whatever I want to ask you.
Okay.
So tea number 1,
Thank
green oolong. Do you remember those fundamentals?
I do. Yeah, I remember the.
You do?
I
Oh,
do,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I feel like they've been helpful. Very
Good,
helpful.
good.
Yeah.
So today I kind of warm up this session to also help the listeners to bring our focus back into those part of tea drinking again.
That's great. This feels like just what I need to
Oh,
do.
good.
Yeah.
Good. So tea number 1.
Nice color.
Golden. So this first cup, if you want to talk about its taste, go ahead.
Okay.
What I'm more interested in knowing in your experience is not only what it tastes like, it's actually how strong the taste is. And you can just keep this to yourself because you don't have the comparison of second tea yet.
Right.
So by second tea, I want you to say T1, T2, which one you think has a stronger or more clear taste.
Okay. That's easy enough.
Yeah, that's easy. It's easy. And so that's so relaxing.
Can
already,
handle that.
Right?
That's nice.
I'm looking at Noah and say,
Mm.
Okay, let me move this aside just for a bit.
Mm. It's nice and milky.
So, wink, wink, milky.
Mm.
Which tea do you think have
I think I'm familiar with this
in
one.
the lightly oxidized
Is this the
oolong?
milk and honey?
Just
No.
keep it milky.
Milky, milky.
And that's why
Very sweet.
I don't actually want you to guess. The moment you're like, oh, milk and honey, then you have
Yeah.
you actually have expectations.
Right, right. Milky and sweet.
Milky and sweet, and just like, and then after second tea, you tell me if it's stronger or weaker than the second tea.
Okay. Stronger, weaker.
Yeah, huh? On the taste, because some tea have a very strong taste, and some tea has a milder taste. And T2, lightly oxidized oolong. Both are from Taiwan, by the way.
Nice.
This is fun.
Yeah, we're doing rapid fire today. One of each.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire, yeah, that's like
Just
bang, bang,
Bang,
fast.
bang. Yeah.
One to the next one.
it's my current tea drinking style. Go, go,
yeah,
go.
I like it. I like it.
I'm a modern person. I
Right,
drink tea
right.
fast. No, I actually drink tea really fast.
Right.
and then after like I do this and I look at Noah and Noah is like
Yeah, right.
haven't even started to drink it yet.
You've already had three brews, and he's like on his first one.
All right. First infusion of T2. Once
Okay.
again, describe the taste if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine.
Thank you. Let's see. Definitely both sweet. This one I feel like is more like on the floral side. Something more kind of flowery.
So just your first impression, which tea has more direct and stronger taste, one or two?
I would say one,
One.
and I'm not sure why.
I agree, because the flavor, it's very strong here in the mouth. It's very direct.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so for me, when we notice flavor and notes, it still haven't told me if it's a tea that will move or if it's a tea that will expand. It just tell me the flavor.
Right.
So the flavor can be the varietal, can be the location, can be the process, and it kind of give like lighter teas than oolong tea. It give a tea drinker a really strong idea what is a lightly oxidized tea, but both are lightly oxidized in a way. Which tea is better than eventually? So let's focus on the second cup. This one I consider very important for me personally as a tea drinker is what is happening in the mouth.
Okay.
So this second infusion, I will invite you to just simply focus on maybe do two at the same time then. First is, what is the weight? I mean, you have other teas. You have black teas, you drink black tea, you drink roasted oolongs, you drink pu'er even. Mm-hmm. Then you have reference on, all these are teas, but some tea feels light weight, some tea feel medium weight, and some tea feels heavier, like heavy weight. And so focus on this one, and then after you identify light, medium, or heavy, then quickly locate where are you feeling the liquid.
Okay.
Is it just on the tongue, or are you feeling it elsewhere? You know, just like that.
Okay.
T1.
T1.
Number 2 infusion. Season 2. Hopefully by the end of the season you feel like you get something out of this rather than just I come here to hang out with Shiuwen and Noah, which is good too.
Which is good too. We like that too. Yeah, this is great. I was thinking about kind of all week, you know, based on our last session for the podcast, which was really
pretty intense.
Pretty intense. Yeah, it was a long one. It was kind of like profound, and so I was kind of like the whole week I was like I should like definitely return to like, you know, the simple, the basic stuff, which I don't feel, you know, I'm certainly not a, you know, an expert or anything in that. You know, it's like gotta take a few steps back in order to take some steps forward.
Yeah, true. So second one, let's focus on the weight, and then where is the weight landing inside of your mouth, basically.
Okay.
And while you are focusing on that, I want to follow up on what you just said about the basics, and then go back to the basics. For me, this is a form of practicing of tea tasting. And you play music, right? You play guitar?
Play the drums.
You play the drum?
Yeah.
Not guitar?
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool.
I
Sorry.
wish. I wish.
Somehow I always feel like you play guitar. I was like, even talking to Noah, and I was like doing whatever it is.
I could play some chords. Yeah, I could play a few chords on the guitar, but I wouldn't.
So what's the basic stuff that you have to, when you start to play drum, what did you practice? Not just like 2 sticks. Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't make very good sound, right? So what did you practice that you consider fundamental?
Yeah, no,
of drumming.
It's they call them the rudiments, and it's basically the fundamentals are, you know, what you do, how you hold your 2 sticks, and how you hit them on the drum. Right? It sounds stupid, but
no,
it's actually the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It is the hardest thing, and it was the thing that drove me to the brink of insanity. Was like just, you know, watching your hands and just like, you know, hitting the drum. And you got to start off like super slow, which is the other thing that will drive you crazy. Is that you just have to like hit the drum, you know, or the drum pad over and over again. And, you know, back when I had a teacher, I would get going too fast, and he'd be like, "You got to slow down." And I'm just like, come on. Like, we're going like super slow. And so that's, and then, you know, eventually you can speed it up. But, you know, what he would always say is if you get going too fast too soon, you'll learn improperly. And then at a certain point, you're going to hit a ceiling. You're going to hit like a level where you can't go any higher because you didn't go back and build the foundations and start with that first, you know, basic thing.
Yeah. And so for me, tea kind of have basic things to me. Always have to learn to taste tea and come back to this. What are you noticing? Bring your focus back to the noticing things inside of the mouth, the scent, the flow, the texture, etc., etc. And it can sound really boring, but just like you said before, do it slow, and then you can do it fast. Well, right? So do it slow, and then later you don't even need to think about it because you will speed up. You will seriously speed up. So before I take you further away, what is the way of the tea?
I felt like it was kind of medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is the way landing inside of your mouth?
I feel like it spread pretty nicely on the tongue.
Okay.
Yeah.
But more on the tongue.
Yeah, maybe on the back, on the back of the tongue.
Spread to the back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see this one.
Okay.
Are you scared now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great because I especially after the last session, I felt like I was so excited about like, oh, you know, opening the tea and getting into the body and like, you know, and I hear you guys talk about it and I'm like, oh, I want to be able to experience that.
Yeah.
And it's super easy to get ahead, you know, way ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's, good to return to the simple stuff.
Yeah. Because I feel like here is one of the roots of tea. That So when people can do the roots, then what is here then? It can be real or it can be imagination. What the tea is doing inside the body can be totally imagination, you know? And maybe you are thinking like, oh man, I play my drum really well.
Yeah.
And then the listener's like, dude, did you practice?
Yeah.
You know?
I got a lot of that. Got a lot of that question.
T2. Once again, medium body or not, and where do you sense the T? Okay.
Okay. I would say it's like a little bit lighter body, but you know, light to medium maybe.
Yeah. But where are you sensing the T?
Actually, maybe more on the front of my tongue, maybe on the roof of my mouth a little bit. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to just give you another hint.
Okay.
Because there's a little bit more. And this can strike a tea drinker as well. You are suggesting. I sense it though, so I'm gonna suggest you. Put this in your mouth. See if you can feel it underneath your tongue.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it can be also it can be a real experience. It can be false. Once again, I'm suggesting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, but yeah, I mean, it's always hard to know because you can suggest it, but if you didn't suggest it, then I wouldn't know to look there
That's
at
right.
all.
That's right. So because I suggest you that, and then let's come back to see if you are crazy or not. Let's go back to the previous tea to
Okay.
see if you can feel it underneath your tongue. Okay?
Interesting.
Am I intimidating or what? I think some people think I'm crazy and a little bit intimidating when it comes to tea.
Yeah, maybe.
So I was like, keep staring at people. Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
I think I'm used to it by now.
But I think according to you, second tea, in a way, kind of feel just a touch lighter. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Than the first tea. So is lighter tea better or heavier tea better? Is stronger tasting tea better or lighter tasting tea better? You know, I would say these two teas are kind of similar when it comes to processing. And second tea, I agree with you. I do feel like the body feels just a touch lighter, but somehow I'm feeling it in a little bit more places.
Cool.
So let's go back to T1 and to see if you can actually feel like still the same. Focus on where are you feeling it, and maybe like let's just bring it just a touch longer. One is, can you feel it underneath your tongue? Obviously, first round you didn't feel it on the roof. Second T, you feel it on the roof. Then this one, let's continue to do that too, and then let's see if you can feel it at your throat.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see which T can travel further, basically, and then still keep the T up to this part only, rather than down to this part of the body. Those will come, trust me. So this is the third infusion. Still keep on the inside, you know.
This is the first T?
First T.
Okay.
T1. Can you feel it underneath the tongue on the roof? And when you swallow it, can you feel it at your throat? And what's
Okay.
the presence at the throat? Maybe if you feel it light or like, oh, very, very strong, you know, things like that.
Got it. Let's see.
Still really strong
Yeah.
scent.
Really,
That is
really,
really
wonderful.
strong scent.
Oh, this one is like, I just have to say this one's really delicious.
That's good. That's good. It's a delicious tea. Really fragrant and rich in flavor and stuff. But can you feel underneath the tongue?
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I really can't.
Okay, good.
I don't necessarily know if I caught anything in the throat, and that's maybe because I wasn't like, maybe I didn't catch it, but definitely it felt kind of similar to the first, where it was like the tongue spreading
More
across the tongue on the top of my tongue.
On the top of the tongue.
Yeah.
And I also did a suggestion of, can you feel it here? And you say you can. So your experience is honest, you know. So let's do the T2, and then let's see if T2 will continue to do it underneath the tongue, on the roof, and then at the throat. And what's the presence and the feeling?
I may have also distracted myself by saying it was so delicious while I was drinking.
I think in tea, this part can be one of the most difficult part, is stay really present with it.
Yeah.
That all the time. My mind was, oh, look at that cat.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. So this is infusion 3T number 2.
It's also something I need to do more of, is just doing more side by side, because it's so much easier to see what's going on if you can compare it to something else.
Yeah, I agree. And then once again, when you do it enough, you don't need to do it. You can just drink one tea and be really quick with that, you know. And it's kind of a, in a way, maybe we can say right now, while I'm brewing the tea, it's keep repeating the process and then connect it. My goal is not to teach people to break it down into this. Then the tea drinking can be a little bit too boring and intense, because that you'll be like, okay, according to Shiuwen, I have to watch if the tea is on my tongue or underneath my tongue or on the side. Does it travel? I'm not sure. And then just like you just go nuts, right? But why do you need to go in there in the beginning? Is once again practice until you are so fluent with it, the moment a tea liquid hit your mouth, it's just like, boom, I got it, you know? And seriously, why are we prepping people, including myself, to do this? Is some tea is like a ninja. It's so fast. You got to be fast enough to capture the ninja. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Some tea's movement is extremely fast. Yeah. So you got to be quick enough to be able to sense that. And how are you gonna get quick? Just keep practicing this for a while until you can get really quick. Just like your drumming. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, now I can do fast pretty fluently, you know, and smoothly. So the same thing?
Okay.
Yep. Can you
Thank you.
under, top, side, and the throat.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty obviously under the tongue. It's very different.
Yeah.
Still not sure about the throat.
Okay. I noticed throat can be a sensation that people have difficulty with sometimes in the beginning. I mean, Noah had the experience when he first learned tea from me, and he drank tea until he just had to lay on the floor. He said, I can't feel it. Floor. And he drank so many parts, he was just overwhelmed, you know? Yeah, so that can be it too.
This one really sticks with me after, though. Really, like, I don't know, it just leaves like a nice aftertaste or a nice presence in the mouth.
And you notice I haven't talked about the scent yet. Yeah, but scent is extremely important. Just like if this have a texture, this have a texture, the scent has a texture. If some of the tea only stay on the tongue, then some of the scent also only stay inside of your nostril, like right on the bridge here. If some of the tea can spread this way and can spread this way, then some of the scent can go further too. So in this next cup, we'll go back to T1 again, and maybe simply ignore the scent. Just ignore what it smells like. I mean, obviously it smells really strong and beautiful. It's a beautiful tea, right? But I would like to invite you to just focus on the scent in what way? Where does it go? Does it go anywhere? Second, can you get a texture also from the scent?
Okay.
Like, is it soft or kind of like, not really, you know? Because scent, just like liquid, has a texture too. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to ignore the smell of this tea.
Totally.
It's really nice.
It's really nice. It's really nice. I agree with you. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's like
still there. And very, very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Really strong.
So for me, it's like to in a way to do this is like, can strong scent travel? Yes or no? Obviously, it can be a yes and it can be a no. So when people linger too much on what a tea smell like and taste like, I sometimes notice it almost stop a tea drinker to notice more, because they only notice on the flavor and the smell. Is it important? Heck yeah. It's part of a tea. But the thing is, there's more part of a tea that we shouldn't just linger in one specific thing in tea. It almost doesn't. You can say, well, I do prefer the first tea smell, and I will say that's an honest answer. There's nothing wrong with that. But me as a tea drinker, I'm always more curious than, but is first tea better or second tea a better tea? And the quality. I mean, you enjoy the first tea at home for sure because it smells really good.
Yeah.
And it tastes really good. And it's all my teas, so they're all very good.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? There's one tea more expensive than the other. You got to know what you are paying for, you know? Okay, second one. Texture and where is it going on the scent?
Okay.
Fun.
Let's see. I'm not sure. I can definitely, I mean, it definitely is getting in the nostrils. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have a better answer when we try the second one so that I can see if there's any difference.
True. Sounds good. That's why I do 2 teas today. But good scent, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's the thing. That's that thing. I'll try to find a kettle that won't do that. But it's okay though, because today the I'm not going to get there. It's about tea brewing actually, the heat and stuff. We should do one episode just on that. Here you go. Let's pray for the second one. I actually did a run of almost the same thing with Noah.
Just before this.
But we didn't do tea. We just pretend talking. So I said, "Oh God, so
with an
fast!"
empty cup. Did you quiz him on the scent and stuff?
Yeah, totally. And he would just like give me an answer. I said, "Okay, good, move on." And I was like, "Oh, good, we can nail this in like 10 minutes." This one probably 30 minutes.
10 minutes would be really fast.
Yeah, for 2 teas, yeah, totally.
Okay, so this is T2.
Yeah, and
Cool.
whatever infusion this will be now,
Yeah,
maybe
3 or
4th,
4,
but
4.
let's focus on the scent.
Okay.
And see if you can capture a texture.
All I think I can really say is that I'm getting like more in my nose on the second one.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But it's a lighter smell.
Yeah, it's a lighter smell.
It's a
yeah.
lighter smell.
Yeah.
Than the first tea.
But I'm getting, and I don't know if I can describe like where
No
and all
problem.
that, but I'm definitely getting more.
That's the beginning. You're getting more and you can't describe it, and that's fine. And slowly there will be a tea that will hit you so strong, and you will be able to, I think I got it, you know. Very smooth.
Yeah.
All the points in the mouth.
Yeah.
So now should I announce the tea, what it is, or should I do the YouTuber stuff, like look at the, like this, look at the, look at the whatever the description or whatever. So first tea is actually our daily drinker, Jin Xuan.
Cool.
It's known for its beautiful, big, juicy taste and smell. But as your own description, I didn't try to like manipulate you to let you know even ahead of the time and to bulk it up as of like really excellent teas. Wonderful tea, daily drinker, cover the mouth pretty well. According to you, it doesn't go into the throat. According to you, you feel like it's in the nose and it doesn't. You can't tell if it's going anywhere. Second tea is actually our secret garden Alishan.
Oh, okay.
Lighter teas hit more points in the mouth. I actually feel it hit my throat, but it's okay. It will come with you, no problem. And then the scent-wise does feel lighter, but it for me, first tea actually go in the Jin Xuan and almost cannot go up. So it go, is this horizontally in this way. Second tea, actually, as you notice, you say it gives you more. It goes up. It actually goes up. So can you imagine when the tea can go up? Can it go down?
Yeah.
When you swallow it?
Cool.
So that's it. I think we already said in the beginning, focus on practicing this because tea drinking and tea brewing do come side by side. The more you can identify stuff, the more you want to call out stuff, the more capable you can learn to call out stuff in a certain teas. And I think that's it. The message of today.
Great. Well, thanks so much for the
thank
session.
you.
That was great.
Yeah, we'll do the next session next time.
Next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.